Hey everyone, it's Melinda with Tailored and Teal, and welcome back to another What Sold video. These are sales on Poshmark and eBay because I had no sales on Mercari from August 1st through August 15th of 2024. As a disclaimer, I did have my Poshmark Closet and Mercari store on vacation for a few days, and I also had extended handling on eBay. I went down to Pennsylvania again to completely clear out my mom's estate. We got pretty much everything. There are still a few things that I have to bring home with me that I couldn't fit in the car with the two dogs, my husband, and our own personal belongings. And now we're just waiting on the sale of the house, which thankfully it is going to stay in the family. I did also sell my mom's car while I was down there for the few days, and it also stayed in the family. So because I did have those vacation modes and extended handling on, I don't have as many sales to report. However, I do have a little bit, so I will share those with you. I had no Mercari sales, so we will move right along to Poshmark, where I had 5 sales. The first sale was a bundle, which is an exciting bundle because someone bought a lot of my old CDs. So this lot included CDs from Sarah McLachlan. There were 2 CDs. Jewel had 4 CDs. Hanson also had 2 CDs. And then there was a various country female artist CDs. Also in the bundle was a pair of butterfly earrings. Whenever someone bundles 2 or more items in my Poshmark Closet, they automatically get 15% off. So that's what happened with this bundle. It sold for $46.40. And I'm very happy that they purchased a bunch of my CDs, and I actually don't really have many left listed. Next up is a Michael by Michael Kors royal blue printed short A-line skirt. This sold for $10 with no discounted shipping. The next item was a free to me item. They were actually shoes that my mother-in-law wore to my wedding in Las Vegas. So they were literally only worn once. It was just a brand from Amazon. It was called Lala Akai. And they were silver rhinestone strappy block heeled sandals, and they sold for $10 with no discounted shipping. Next up, we have a silver tone pink and purple feather trio earrings. I have no idea what jewelry unboxing this came from, but they sold for $12, which was my full asking price, and there was no discounted shipping. And then the last item to sell was another free to me item. This was a vintage 1997 homespun country wooden framed print of old toys. I think it had like a Raggedy Ann-ish theme. I don't think it was exactly Raggedy Ann or Andy, but it had that like feel to it. And it sold for $10 with no discounted shipping. And the person who purchased this said it was going to look perfect in her new grandbaby's room. So I thought that was very cute. So of my 5 sales on Poshmark, I had $88.40. There was $21.08 in fees, and there was no shipping discounts this time. So my total profit was $67.32. My average sales price for each item that sold was $17.68. Moving on to eBay, where I had 11 sales. The first sale was a free to me book. This was on my mom's bookshelf when I was cleaning out her house, but I actually think that it was one of my items that I picked up from a book sale. I picked up a whole bunch of plays, and I think this one just kind of made it on my mom's bookshelf instead. So the title of the play was Blues for Mr. Charlie by James Baldwin, and it was a first Dell printing of 1964, and it sold for my full asking price of $9.99 in less than a week that I listed it. Next up is another book that was also free to me. This one is Dynamic Freedoms hardcover book, Scottish Rite Freemasonry, The Supreme Council 33. For some reason, the Supreme Council 33 sounds like a witch coven from American Horror Story. If you've watched that, you know what I'm talking about. It wasn't that at all. I received an offer for $5, which was honestly right around where the comps were, and I accepted. The next item is actually a blouse that is being returned to me, but the customer hasn't returned it in the mail yet. They do have 30 days to return it, so we'll see if they actually do stick it in the mail. It was a Forever 21 tie-dye boho print spaghetti strap tank top. It came from my America's Thrift Supply micro bale, and it sold for $7. Next up, we have a vintage lot of Raggedy Ann and Andy themed items. There were figurines, there were ornaments, there was a McCall's sewing pattern, there was a little gift bag, there were some stickers. It was just like a mix of everything Raggedy Ann themed. And these were all my mom's items, so they were free to me, and they sold for $12.74. Next up is an Anthropologie 11Z's blue Remy wide leg cropped jumpsuit. This was a size 2. I sourced this off of Poshmark when someone was like going out of business. I lotted a whole bunch of items together, but I purchased it back in 2020, so it took over 4 years for it to sell, and it finally sold for $15. Next up is a pair of Steve Madden. This was the non-stop blue leather peep toe open stacked heeled booties. They were a size 10. I picked these up at my local Salvation Army because they were in great condition and they sold for $20. Next up is a Betsy Johnson navy blue SB Mel Block heel rhinestone evening sandals. These were a size 8 wide and they came out of a ThredUp rescue box and they sold for $29. Next up is a pair of jeans that I purchased for myself from a reseller. I think it was on Instagram actually, but they were just a little bit too small for me because they were a slim fit. Lesson learned. They were Sonoma Slim Straight Dark Wash Stretchy Denim Jeans. They were a size 12 and they sold for $9. Next up is a pair of shorts from Denizen by Levi's. They were high-rise distressed denim jean shorts and they were a size 4 and a light wash and they sold for $9.75. Next up was a Peppercorn Kids polka dot fabric cloth covered wooden beaded necklace. It was a white background with black polka dots all over it. This came out of a 15-piece ThredUp jewelry rescue box and it sold for $9.34. And then the last item to sell was a free to me item and it sold within a day or two of me listing it. It was a vintage Charles Chips tin can set with gift bag. I'm not sure how long ago this company existed, but it was basically like a home order mail to you potato chips. I think they also had cookies and some other things, but I only ever remember seeing the potato chip cans in my family. So this sold for my full asking price of $17.99. So of my 11 eBay sales, I had $144.81 in sales. I made a shipping profit of $24.55. Fees were $42.01, giving me a profit of $127.35. And my average sales price for each item that sold was $13.16. And now for my total numbers from August 1st through August 15th of 2024 on Poshmark and eBay. I had a total of 16 sales. I made $233.21 in sales, $38.54 in fees. Cost of goods was $30.19, giving me a total profit of $164.48. And my average cost of goods for each item that sold was $1.89. Well, that concludes this What Sold video. I appreciate you being here and tuning in. I hope that your sales are going well. I hope that you are doing well. And as always, I will see you in the next video.